Tentacles of thought go around my heart, pulling reason down where terror lies. Whispers crawl across the astral sea, dripping secrets no mind should know. Eyes on blind king gazing back at me from realms where shadows never go.
Can you feel your soul unwind as the cosmos bleeds into your mind?
Hear the echoes beyond the veil, where the stars themselves lament and wail. Eldritch hymns in cosmic hail drag you deeper through nightmares frail, bound by whispers cold and pale, in the void where dreams curdle and fail. Veins of starlight fracture with each breath, revealing truths too vast to hold. Geometry of madness spins to death as the universe unfolds its cold. Monolithic shapes in silent dread rise from the void to claim your sight. Time unspools unmated shed in the endless tapestry of night.
Can you sense the shifting frame as reality succumbs to cosmic flame?
Hear the echoes beyond the veil, where the stars themselves lament and wail. Eldritch hymns in cosmic hail drag you deeper through nightmares frail, bound by whispers cold and pale, in the void where dreams curdle and fail.
Beyond the pale horizon's edge, they wait in silence, never dead. 1,000 aeons breathe their name in darkness where no sun can claim.
Skeleton constellations rattle bone as madness blooms in spectral light. Cerulean fire chills to the bone in the cathedral of eternal night. No salvation in the swirling mire, no refuge from the cosmic call. Only the echo of eldritch fire to claim your soul, to conquer all. Hear the echoes beyond the veil, where the stars themselves lament and wail. Eldritch hymns in cosmic hail drag you deeper through nightmares frail, bound by whispers cold and pale, in the void where dreams curdle and fail. Where the stars themselves lament and wail. Eldritch hymns in cosmic hail drag you deeper through nightmares frail, bound by whispers cold and pale, in the void where dreams curdle and fail. Embrace the void. Let the shadows rise. For in the void, there is no light. In the void between stars, where light dies and madness falls. Silent cosmos shivers in the dark, ancient shapes twist beneath alien skies. Tentacles of thought go around my heart, pulling reason down where terror lies. Whispers crawl across the astral sea, dripping secrets no mind should know. Eyes on blind king gazing back at me from realms where shadows never go.
Can you feel your soul unwind as the cosmos bleeds into
We can't play.
Exulting in the void, still crashing.
Dancing in the void, systems crashing, chaos deployed.
Screams cut off mid epic rant, face frozen, looking like a plant. Screens flicker, voices crack. Chat's going wild, this is a hack. Static whispers, shadow scream. In his nightmare, not a dream. Circuits frying, cables snap. Tech support, just send a map. Major technical difficulties. Battling demons, streaming beasties. Caught in a web of endless memes. Silent screams and wild extremes. Camera glitch, I'm a cartoon. Mic turns my voice into a loon. Bikes of chaos, pixels explode. Shots so raw, though you're in beast mode. Static whispers, shadow scream. In this nightmare, not a dream. Circuit trying, cable snap. Tech support, just send a map. Major technical difficulties. Battling demons, streaming beasties. Caught in a web of endless memes. Silent screams and wild extremes. Reboot the heart, reset the brain. In this madness we'll remain. Patch the soul, restore the vibe. In this glitch we will survive. Yeah! Internet drops right mid-game. Viewers joke, is this your fame? Green screen falls, I'm now a ghost. Virtual me, now a toast. Static whispers, shadow scream. In this nightmare, not a dream. Circuits frying, cable snap. Tech support, just send a map. Major technical difficulties. Battling demons, streaming beasties. Caught in a web of endless memes. Silent screams and wild extremes. Game crashes, I'm a pixelated beast. Chats all LOL, nice feast. Echoes loop, my voice on fire. This is insane, they all admire. Extending in the void, systems crashing, chaos deployed. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Pixels dancing in the void, systems crashing, chaos deployed. Looking like a plant. Screens flicker, voices crack. Chat's going wild, this is a hack. Static whispers, shadow scream. In his nightmare, not a dream. Circuits flying, cables snap. Tech support, just send a map. Major technical difficulties. Battling demons, streaming beasties. Caught in a web of endless memes. Silent screams and wild extremes. Camera glitch, I'm a cartoon. Mic turns my voice into a loon. Bikes of chaos, pixels explode. Shots so raw, though you're in beast mode. Static whispers, shadow scream. In this nightmare, not a dream. Circuit trying, cable snap. Tech support, just send a map. Major technical difficulties. Battling demons, streaming beasties. Caught in a web of endless memes. Silent screams and wild extremes. Reboot the heart, reset the brain. In this madness we'll remain. Patch the soul, restore the vibe. In this glitch we will survive.
This one's for anyone offended by fake piety. This diss track exposed it all. I don't like doing this, but it needs to be said. Here I go.
Cyraxx preaching
salvation, but it's all just a show. Claiming Christian vibes, but we all know he's a pro. Fake Christian preaching caught on tape 3 days ago. Using Jesus as a mask, but your soul's very low. I take real offense, your hypocrisy's obscene. Acting holy online while you're rotting behind the screen. You got occasions minors online whispering dread. Fact check PDFs, sing up reports in red. Predator energy cloaked in your false facade, but the truth's out there, no script, no applause. Terrified kids whisper about your offline crimes, but you deny on camera, lost in your own damn life. You rage with streams, vengeful and aggressive manipulation, lost broken your moral codes, obsessive throwing threats masked in a holy talk. We see the violence in your posture and walk. Cyraxx, Cyraxx, beneath your gospel tone is a monster in robes, all a hypocrisy grown. Your faith front stage, but the real show's in crime. We're not scared, this track draws blood every time. Dishonest at the core, spinning narratives insane. False police reports, smear campaigns for fame. Unstable, aggressive, disturbing presence legit. You heard Sally, called her name, smacked with your hate-filled grit. No redemption or just digital decay. Your empire's built on venom and people led astray. Fake preacher says nah, that cordon and clean is sacrilegious. You're worshipping what it seems. You cloak yourself with scripture, but it's choking your core. A hate spewing coward that we all deplore. Gospel mask fell off, now you're just raw dirt fans peeling away while you sink and hurt. No redemption, no forgiveness, this ain't church tonight. Just a mic drop verdict in the harshest spotlight. Cyraxx, Cyraxx, your fake facade failed. A mocker in glory, your empire derailed. You played the Christian card, offended my soul, but now your darkest secrets are stolen and told. We judge your lies, aggression, predator impulses. Your gospel was counterfeit, your character repulses. This isn't just a diss, it's truth in every bar. Cyraxx, you claim the cross, but ended up scarred. Yo, Cyrus, here's your last verse, calling you to change your course. This ain't just a diss, man, it's a plea, not just force. True repentance ain't a show, it's a fractured heart made whole. Not hollow words in a cabin, but a broken soul. Stand to face your wrongs, own the hate, own the lies. Walk away from the fraud before your image dies. God can still give repentance, it ain't sealed in your fate, but I doubt you'll listen, your pride's already too late.
Oh. Hey guys, holy crap, I just had like a huge error on my side. For some reason the stream key that I use for Rumble wasn't working, so I had to like literally reconfigure it, and as a result I had to delete the old stream. So like if you're hearing this and it's after the show or whatever, I'm so sorry for Rumble. I do have a new thing up. It is Rumble, .com or whatever. But anyways, I have it all set up on Rumble now. It's running the stream. If you're one of the 8 people that were watching that had to leave, I'm sorry. So I was able to find the video finally of Cyraxx and his uncle and his aunt, I guess. He calls her his sister, but like it's his aunt, I think. Like I'm confused by Cyraxx. He's a very weird person. I'll just put it that way. Anyways, I figured we'll listen to it, and yeah. So without further discourse, we'll switch to the video media player.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So it's a last ditch effort. Okay. Because I don't know if you're not going to be fucking aware because you talked to her earlier, but they got into it again today. So I don't know. It was a
I don't
last
know
ditch
what's
effort.
going on
There's
as
a
far
way
as
because obviously Akron isn't going to do shit. You know that you went to the police station earlier. They're closed this weekend anyways, right? Fucking Adult Protective Services. And there's video now. There's video, and you could hear the audio, and your mom's visibly injured still.
Yeah, but she's going to play it off that she dropped something on her toe, and I forget what she said happened to her back.
okay. So once again, Cyraxx attacked her last night, or not last night, but a couple of nights ago when all that screaming was happening. If you need a reminder of it, I got those videos. I got them. So just actually, you know what? To recap, I'm just gonna show the videos that I just bits and pieces of them. We don't need to hear Cyraxx's defense because we already know that it's a bunch of bullshit. Every time he defends himself, it's a bunch of bullshit. So, just when it gets explosive, hold on.
I wish I could believe this.
Get upstairs!
That's what you did. That's what you did. I do give her
Just
fucking
stop
respect.
it right now!
Hey! That's what you did, asshole.
Get upstairs!
That's what you did.
Maybe
Knock it off, asshole, now.
Get upstairs!
Go ahead, swing on
Get
me.
upstairs!
Go ahead, I'll
Get
knock you
upstairs!
out. Swing on me, I'll knock you
You
out.
want me to call cops right now?
They didn't do nothing.
Yeah, they will.
Right.
That's I think that refreshes everyone's mind is what we're talking about. At least that's enough for me to hear. I really don't like listening to that video because you can hear it in Sally's voice. She's distressed, and it's horrible what they are forced to go through because of this guy.
Called at 8 something.
Yeah, okay. So
Oh, it wasn't like that. And that's because I dropped a heavy something there, and yeah.
So
yeah.
She doesn't want to see him in jail. She doesn't want to see him on the street. She doesn't want this. She doesn't want that.
he should be locked up.
She doesn't know.
And as far as I'm
Because
concerned,
Ed wants her to do something. Like Ed's pushing for her to, do something. And I don't know, Chance is back online already screaming at people, so here we go with that shit again. But
Yep.
that's regardless. But yeah,
Do you have the new video
of him?
of whatever happened today?
No, this is just
what
that
happened
word.
today?
Oh,
Yeah, they got into it again because Ed's pushing. He's, Chance isn't really happy about that.
you know Ed's pushing because I went over there, right?
Someone needs to. I mean,
I probably, me going over there and saying, "Hey, look, Mom, enough is enough." Probably putting in Ed's skull that definitely enough is enough.
It is. It's clearly enough.
She's not the only one saying it.
Everyone's saying. Everyone's saying.
after finding out about the aunt and uncle being in town, have you talked to them yet or no?
No.
Because I was going to say, I wonder if anyone showed them. I wonder if anyone showed them what the...
I don't have a phone number to call and say anything, and I'm not wasting gas going all the way over to back to my mom's house to have a hissy fit because my aunt's in town and she's in town.
Yeah. I was wondering if they're aware of what the fuck happened last night, because, that's... Because I would imagine they're probably going to go back and see him today, and she'll probably just act like nothing happened, and,
that's so. I guess this isn't the aunt and uncle.
Yeah. In the last video he made a little while ago, he was just basically like,
his sister?
Just basically like, you show up to my door, I'm gonna beat your ass and fucking, you know, I'm gonna kill you. Basically, you know, I'll shoot you. Like, just says verbatim, you know, I'll shoot you. So yeah.
Yeah, see, that's another reason why I'm not gonna just go driving over there.
Cyrus can't fire a gun.
Well, he's just afraid of you.
His arms will shatter.
He's scared of you, so.
Yeah, but I don't need him shooting at me neither, because I just randomly show up.
He doesn't have a gun.
Yeah.
His arms will shatter. It will literally break. The recoil from that gun is way too much for him to handle.
This time of night, you go over there, the front door ain't gonna be open. So if I go there and I knock on the door, and the next thing I know, I'm getting shot, fuck that shit. I don't care if it's a goddamn BB gun or not. Shot is shot. That shit be hurting.
Who wouldn't shoot?
That's just so wild.
He's such a wuss.
And it wasn't, by the way, it wasn't a router that was broken last night. I found out it was a fuck, I think someone said it was a candle or something like that, but it got broken because Ed threw some bed straps, because when Chance is, you know, whatever, whiling out and shit. Just, yeah, you know.
Did you call them?
No, I haven't talked to them, no.
Well, then how do you know it's a candle?
It just gets out. Hey, you know, Chance tells everyone everything. Chance goes, runs, and tells everyone online everything, so.
So Chance went running and said, "I threw a candle at my head."
Yeah, somebody. Yeah. But that's when the shit happened with your mom, though. That's when she got hurt. Because Chance was, you know, wilding out and fucking throwing hands at Ed, and, you know, that's when your mom got hurt, so.
Yeah, I think he put his hands on Mom, and that's how she hurt her back. But I don't know for certain. Like I said, I wasn't there. I got that audio, and I mean, did you listen to it again? Did you hear where the hits were at?
Yeah, it's not okay.
You hear the skin slaps.
Yeah.
Between that yelling and.
Yep.
I saw the marks on Ed. I mean, they're not like black and blue marks, but you know, where someone like the aftermath of like being like open hand slap. And then there was like a couple of scratches, but you know, I did that scratching myself, or I just, yeah.
It's really messed up.
You can hear it, like everything. You can just say, "Oh my gosh!" Yeah.
Yeah, you can. You're right.
I can't.
So what she's pointing out right now is the, you know, you can literally hear the distress, you can hear the blows, you can hear everything in that video, and like that is clear elder abuse, and I don't care who, like, I know Sally does not want to see Cyraxx locked up, and I know she doesn't want to see him homeless, but honestly, the guy, put him in a group home, something. You can't live with something like that. But then again, she raised Cyraxx's father too, you know, and Sally might be a culprit too. You know, she raises pieces of shit. That's what she does. She raises shit. They're terrible people. You know, it's messed up. It's messed up.
It's wild. Yeah, because I didn't know you told me about your mom, and the toe in the back, but I didn't know about Ed's face too. But I knew something happened because you heard it, but I didn't know there was anything physical on him like left over, which is crazy because they both have marks, and it's like, so what? They both got injured, you know, within a short span like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but I don't know. I think it sucks.
I think the slapping sounds is Chance slapping Ed and then yelling at Ed not to use violence so that people think that that slapping sound is Ed hitting Chance.
Well, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I think everyone kind of knew that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not
What a
stupid
devious
enough
little
to
cunt.
think that, you know, Ed is is sitting in the chair, the recliner chair, because that's where he's always at, or, you know, in the kitchen at the kitchen table. But this happened in the living room. And so, Mom, you can hear when Mom was up the stairs, you can hear when Mom went down the stairs, you could hear his Chance stomp down the stairs after Mom. You can hear Ed trying to back Mom up. Then you hear like that slap sound, and then you hear Chance saying, "Come on, come on, come on," you know, egging Ed on to hit him back.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you hear another slap sound, and then you hear him say, "Violence isn't the answer." And then you hear Mom flat out say, "He's not being violent. You're being violent."
Crazy. It's just crazy.
Mom
that
had to
right
get
there
in front of
telling you
Chance.
who was hitting who.
Yeah.
And then you hear my mom starting crying, and that's why I think her back has gotten hurt.
Yeah.
Well, she got in front of Chance at one point. You could hear her. Like, she gets in front of him. She tells him, she's like, "You're being a pussy," because she's like, "You're the pussy now," like, because Chance was getting physical with her.
Yeah.
So he
Clearly.
definitely, both of them last night, he definitely was with both of them 1,000%. I mean, they both have marks and shit. There's no way to deny it at all.
It's messed up. Hearing this from a family member too, you know, like she would have no reason to speak out against Chance unless this was all true. And she's not one of the trolls, you know. This is like a family member.
I wish if there was a way, because by Monday, I mean, shit, it's a couple days of healing. I mean, even if APS was to get called, I mean, it's trying to get them out there fast. But if they see something, this thing, they hear this, they go over there and do a check, and they see injuries.
No, here's the thing. The cops were there last night twice.
Okay.
After the call that Ed made, they were called 2 more times.
You gotta
So
be
they were there a
kidding.
total of 3 times last night. And obviously, they didn't. I don't know what they said to the police, but obviously nothing happened because Chance was still at home this morning or this afternoon.
Yeah.
You got to be kidding me. Why won't the police do
And
shit
still online,
about
back
Chance?
online, so yeah.
The thing that annoys me
Usually
the
when they get in a
most
fight
about
like
it
this, he takes a break or he'll do.
is Chance is freaking bulletproof. The guy can't do wrong, according to the police in Akron. I don't understand it. The guy's not shit. He has nothing cool or tough about him. There's nothing like, he's not bribing the police off. They're just not doing shit. And it's like, how many times does this guy have to commit crimes? And it is hurting people. He hurts a lot of people, including children. Like, what is up? Like, is some vigilante gonna have to kill Chance to get something done? Like, that's so fucked up. That's just absolutely fucked up. You know, it is not right that these cops won't do anything about Chance. And yet everyone else that wants to do something, you know, be like, hey, look. I mean, how many phone calls have they received about this guy? Flashing himself online. They know about it. They clearly seen the videos of him flashing himself online. those are thousands of kids that could possibly see that stuff. Like, he has no care whatsoever. And it's on YouTube, a public platform. You know, it's not like he does it on like some, shady porn site. No, he's done it. I just don't understand. It drives me up a freaking wall. It drives me up a wall what he gets away with. Like, somebody needs to do something about this guy.
Do a fucking retirement video, like, oh, I've got to talk to my family and my friends. I got to take a while, and no, he's right back in the thick of it right now. He's screaming at everyone because he. Go ahead.
He doesn't give two shits anymore. He's gotten away with it enough times. The cops come, they leave. Cops come, they leave.
Yeah.
He knows he's the rule of the roost over there. He's king of the mountain, and ain't nobody gonna knock him down, except for those very valiant people that go over there and then they end up in jail because they accosted him.
Incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
I mean, it's inevitable at this point. There's a mega blow up coming, so it's just when. It's not a matter of if, it's just when.
Yeah, when he decides to do damage. And then the Akron PD is going to be like, oh, we didn't know.
This way. Yeah.
And it's really messed up because the Aunt Becky's in town.
Yeah.
And then Aunt Becky's, Mom's not saying anything to Aunt Becky. Like, okay, so she doesn't want Aunt Becky to get involved. Uncle Mike is dying of cancer.
Well, last night at, I don't know if you read the thing I sent you, but last night at dinner, Chance decided that was an opportunity while talking to his uncle that's, dying from cancer, that it's a time to bring up his plight and his battles with the trolls and shit. I don't know how the conversation went, but it just, Jesus, just no social skills.
Wait, he whined and cried to my dying uncle about stupid shit?
Yep. And then comes home, he yells at everyone because he got spotted while he was out at dinner last night, and just started screaming at people, because, he got spotted and people should leave him and his family alone and shit. It's the typical shit from him,
Harass that guy anytime he goes outside.
I was almost like, during the video, I'm like, oh shit, like I'm just waiting for Sally to pop up at any moment, because it's like, oh, I think this is a tense time. Usually he takes breaks, but guess not.
Now he's not, because he has his way with the family. I hope Ed leaves. I hope Ed decides to leave, because then maybe Sally might wake up. And I actually hope that he doesn't leave too, because if Ed leaves, holy crap, the things that guy will do, Cyraxx will do to his grandmother. I'm worried. I'm worried there's gonna be another Chris Chan incident.
I know, but see, if you remember correctly, a while ago, people were having protective service people go out to my mom's house, and nothing was done then either.
Yeah.
Messed up.
Yeah.
It's messed up.
Right now,
it's so messed up that he can't get in trouble. This guy.
Like us calling the cops, and us calling them, or even calling anyone that's going to could go help her. We're wasting their time and the city's money because she's just going to turn them away.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
When these people can go to somebody and help somebody who really wants the help, they're wasting their time on somebody who doesn't want the help. And
unfortunately, that is the truth.
You cannot help my mom until my mom wants help. And I don't think that's going to happen until it's too late.
Yeah.
And I still don't even think that she's going to want anything to happen with her last breath.
Yep. Man, that is so sad. It is so sad.
I mean, it just is what it is, I guess, you know? Just, I don't know.
Having it laid out like that is just such a pain. It is so sad to hear.
I love her to death, but today was it was my realization moment.
Yeah, I mean, broken toe in the back is just hard to deny, and then Ed, and it's just like,
Well, just
if you're going to choose to...
Not giving me a phone number where I can make sure you're okay.
Yep. That too.
But it's even like, it's like, okay, like I said earlier, it's like, even when me and you were trying to get through to Ed, and we finally did, you know, get a little bit, but then, you know, she found out, and what did she do? She forbid, you know, him from talking to you, you know, and it's like, you know, remember there was like a while you guys had to even sneak to talk, and it's like, to even go through all that shit just to, and ultimately the whole reason for that was just to protect what he's doing or to stop anyone from intervening. And it's like, when it's become such a detriment, you know, because this is at the time, I think when this shit happened was during when the house was getting bombed at the yeah, and so I don't know, you know, we were trying to like get through to him, and you know, I don't know, it's been a couple times since. Every time we try to do something, it's just, there's no, so I don't know. I mean,
it's so sad.
You saw it, you heard it, you know, and you even seen the aftermath. There's no,
that is to the point. He's done. He doesn't want him hurt my mom. He doesn't want.
Yeah.
He's in love with my mom. And my mom, I'm not saying, because I'm not there, I can't say this is exactly what happens, but my mom begging and pleading him, you know, please don't do that, please don't do that. He can't survive through it, because I know she did say that the one time he was in jail. He can't survive jail.
Oh yeah, no way.
You know why
can't.
he can't survive jail? Because he can't keep his damn mouth shut.
Yeah. It's like the one thing he's genuinely scared of too, because in there's no one, there's not gonna be no shielding him. You know, he's gonna be genuinely on his own.
That's right.
So.
That's right. Because he's a bully.
Until she decides to teach him that lesson,
He's just a flat out bully.
You know, that first time that he was in there a couple days. He come out some shit about he made a friend in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a place to go make your friends.
Yeah, they're gonna buddy up to you real quick when you first get in there. Yeah. Yeah.
They're gonna buddy up to you to see if you got money on the books.
Which he has none.
What they can get from you. You got commissary. They gonna find that out.
Yep, they will.
They're just gonna use Chance for his asshole. They're just gonna pass his butthole around like a blunt in jail.
I don't think they would touch that. So they have to get my desk and put a pillowcase over the head. But I don't know. They'd probably have to hurt him to put him into the medical ward to make sure he was clean, so that they could then, you know, do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because looking at all that, that's a diseased demon. That's disease and pure evil.
It is.
I mean, just look at it. Yuck.
There's nothing in there. Like, he's vapid of any emotions. It's funny because, like, when he's on, you know, YouTube and shit, doing all this positivity shit, you could just tell it's not who he really is. It's not, you know what I mean? It's like not him as a person. It's just some shit he's putting out there, and he believes is going to lure people to him. It's just, there's no way you can't tell me that everything about him isn't, like, just based in his predatory nature. So, yeah.
He learned, I don't know how he learned half his grooming skills.
Yeah. I think it's just, for him, it's just instincts. He just goes straight off instincts. It's just there.
Yep.
I don't know.
Completely. Sick.
I just hope it doesn't have to come to. It is. I don't even know. I'm gonna say some dumb shit like that because it's gonna come to it. So just
It will.
whatever.
It will.
Maybe there's a website called Pedophiles Are Us, and they go for classes to learn how to be a pedophile.
You know, Chance
It's
can
like,
actually make money
okay.
doing that.
The internet's a big place, and like-minded people kind of congregate together, right? So him, he's naturally going to be drawn towards, and he's talked to other ones, like, so I don't know. I don't know. He's probably just picked shit up along the way, and yeah, who knows?
It makes the Akron PD look like a freaking joke. It really does.
I don't know, because, like, okay, so that idea popped in my head from one of those TV shows, like NYPD Blue or something like that. One of those where the pedophilers have a convention, and they're selling, you know, tea porn out of the back of their car, and like, so I'm thinking, you know, maybe that's half true. You know, maybe there's a Pedophiles Are Us. I don't know.
In some ways, it's because, like, they network and shit. You know, it's like, I don't know. Like, if you look on YouTube, there's a big market for, like, you know, creep catcher channels, shit like that. So, like, obviously, if there's enough to be all these channels, then there's got to be fucking plenty. And then if you ever go on your, like, local red dots and shit and, like, just look up, like, around you, it's, I don't know. It's fucking wild out here. It's just fucking wild out here. And it's just, you just see some of the most deplorable shit. So I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, and like, he knew enough to go to the suicidal teen rooms, and then, you know, talk about the kinds of music they like, the TV shows, the movies. He knew enough to do that.
You know, what? Wait, what?
Yeah, because the slogans have always been, like, anti-suicide and shit. So, yeah, it's vastly a teen audience. So, yeah.
Oh, that's true. Man, that's gross. So gross.
Is it because he knows that grown-ass adults won't touch him, so he's thinking, maybe these teens? Like, is that it? No, because he went for even younger, didn't he? A troll was playing
8.
even younger than
No,
a teen?
it's 8 years old.
Yeah, 8. I think his evil is just equal opportunity.
That's right,
He doesn't
8
care.
years old.
He just wants to get his little goblin nut off, and he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Just being frank. I mean, I think that's what it is.
The 8-year-old. The clip I showed yesterday.
It's
really rare clip because
basically,
it's
like,
pretty much nobody shared it.
Anyone that would engage with him in any form of a sexual talk so that he could blow his guts out.
Yeah. But he's even said out of his own mouth, he's like, his attraction mainly, he's a hebephile, is teenage girls. But he doesn't discriminate against younger ones, obviously, because he's had that issue before. But
predatory.
Yeah, he said out of his mouth, he said he's a hebephile and fucking, you know, he likes girls that look teenage.
What the fuck is hebephile?
Hebephile, okay, there's pedophiles, like someone who likes very young children, you know, and then hebephile is like preteens and early teens, teenagers.
Isn't that still a pedophile? Because then
Technically, yeah, but if for pedophiles like him, it's a way to, you know what I mean? Well, I'm not as bad. He tried that
as
shit,
bad.
you know, being like, well, I'm a hebephile. That's not as bad or whatever. And
yeah.
Yeah.
under the age of consent is fucking a pedophile.
Yeah. if someone's young enough to be your fucking daughter, or even like a niece or some shit, that's, I don't know, dude. Your younger sister, even. It's fucking, I don't know, man.
I did.
Yeah.
I got grandkids that are 15 and 16 years old.
Don't leave him around him.
Exactly. I got nieces, nephews, and shit. You know, like, I don't know. It's a fucking scary world out there.
Mm-hmm.
My kids.
Yep.
Maybe that's why Mama wasn't invited to the wedding. Because the troll would have had to go, and the kids are there.
Yeah.
Get that nasty ass looking troll away from everybody.
I wouldn't imagine anyone would want them around. Yeah. I don't imagine they go to many family things anymore. Probably been just completely ostracized from everybody. Just, you know, they're lepers
It's
now.
horrifying to think about.
It's all because of...
I knew my daughter who got married, the youngest one that just got married. I knew she was close to my mom for a little bit. And she used to take the kids over when they were wee little. But something happened and she stopped going over there.
Oh. Yeah, it's the first I'm hearing about that.
Oh, I don't even know what happened. All I know is she just quit going, quit taking the kids over to my mom's. Or she just quit going to my mom's.
Yeah.
Wonder if something did.
I couldn't even imagine what...
It could have also been, though, that she moved pretty far away from here. Like, because I don't even see him.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
The whole thing's gross, man. It's just gross. It's awful.
Ooh.
It's creepy.
I couldn't even imagine what your aunt and uncle were thinking last night. Shit, sitting there. Jeez.
So did they go out to dinner after the fight?
No, it was before.
The fight?
It was before the fight.
And was the fight because?
No, Chance was streaming. Chance was streaming, doing one of his, late night shows. And, yeah, screaming.
Screaming. Literally just screaming.
Obviously, they're probably poop from, hanging out and doing shit all day. So, they were trying to go to bed, and, Sally came up and told Chance, cut that shit out, and that's where it all started.
Yep. Because the baby can't.
And they should just soundproof the boys' room and just, yeah. Put some soundproofing in that bitch and be like, don't open that door if you want to start your screaming shit.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you soundproof the room, you have to soundproof the floor. And soundproofing a floor is a lot harder.
35 years old, and your elderly grandma and her boyfriend are downstairs trying to sleep, and that's what you fucking decide to do. And it's like, it's my job, but you don't make no fucking money. You don't make no money off it, so I don't know. I don't know why he's so drawn to it. He's never gotten anything from it, so I don't get it. It's like an addiction.
It is.
Who would buy? Well, I don't know. There's people, the grunge people that like that screaming ass fancy bullshit.
Yeah,
no
there's
one
people
likes
like death metal and shit. There's like good death metal and shit out there, but what he does is not. His is like butchering songs and shit. And yeah, he just fucking howls like a dog.
That's
dying.
right.
Just starts fucking howling.
Yeah.
I don't know. This sound he makes when he screams during his performance is the same shit he makes when he's sticking a fidget spinner in his dick hole. So I don't know. To him, it's music.
I don't like that image. Not at all. Yeah.
Someone should start calling his music fidget spinner and
Fidget rock.
Gross. Gross.
Spinner. Yeah.
It's disgusting.
The sounds of fidget spinner.
Oh.
Dude.
Oh man.
No. No one wants to have that image in their mind. That's terrible.
Well, I don't know. I wanted to throw the APS out there because I don't know. It's the weekend. You know, there's still time, but you're right. If they show up, it's just not going to happen. So.
You know, they show up. There's going to be all the excuses that they already know work. Nothing's going to happen. We've wasted their time. We wasted, you know, however, because not only that they went out there, but because they went out there, they didn't have to go back to their office or write up a report, which is, it's just wasting time.
Yeah.
That they could have spent on helping somebody who actually wants to help.
You would just think with visible injuries, though, they would be able to, but I don't know. It would be honestly on arresting officers, and then they know once they take them in, she's not going to press charges. So what's the point, you know? And exactly, you're just wasting time, resources, money. They could be doing other shit that's valuable. So.
You're wrong numbers.
Put that out there, you know. Hey, don't, you know, if you hear this stuff, don't call, because it's not worth it. And
yeah,
I don't know, like YouTube world or TikTok world or Facebook world. You know, hearing some of that, you know, so outside of the situation now. Having to say, you know, you're wasting resources by trying to help her.
Yeah, it's a
choice. And then if it gets out, excuse me, if it gets out like you record me when I'm not knowing I'm being recorded, and then you put that out there, and then, yeah. I get the whole story.
Oh, does she not know she's being recorded?
I don't know. There's not anything. I'm like, everyone can just stop everything. Stop egging him on. Stop even looking at his videos. Stop. If everyone just like stops.
But it's like a train wreck, though. It's like you know what I mean? You want to look away from the train wreck, but as it's happening, you're like, oh shit. Like, you know.
It's a train wreck on the loop. Yes, I understand that. What I'm saying is if everyone just stops, it's not even, I don't think it's going to change anything.
Yeah,
he will take that as a win, and he will just go even harder and stronger on the internet, and then people are going to realize that didn't work, so they're going to come back at him harder and stronger, and we're right back in that nasty train wreck that's on a fucking loop.
True. Because he was said earlier, the dude was over a couple weeks ago and whooped his ass. He's already saying he handed him his ass. Like, how the hell do you turn you getting knocked down and wailing into fucking winning? Like, what?
Because he
just like when Marty beat his ass. Like Marty beats his ass in a couple, you know, same night. Yeah. You know,
they literally he makes shit up.
Jesus Christ,
he's a liar.
Yeah,
and he's delusional.
I survived it, so I won it.
Yep. That's the motto.
I survived it, so I won it.
My mom used Marty today, too. I forgot about that. She's like, Marty's dead. Why don't they just leave it alone? Because Marty wasn't the only one doing it. Marty was not the only one, you know, in the beginning. It was William and Edward Boyd, all three of them right there together. You know, it wasn't just Marty.
Yeah, and then other people heard about him too.
But,
you know what my I'm gonna say all of this internet shit started because Marty wanted to date Chance and Chance didn't want to date Marty.
No, it didn't. It started way before then.
Well, because like I was saying earlier,
Marty was into women, right?
Yeah. The DK wasn't. No. DK wasn't into. No. Okay. Chance just tells your mom shit, and your mom believes him. That's the problem. Like she doesn't.
She told me that she heard the conversation, and I'm like, I don't ever recall any conversation with Marty and Chance.
No, he joked about it.
Chance. Like,
no, he did joke about it quite often. Because Chance is so stupid, he believed it.
Be a record producer, and like tried to get Chance to, sign away his music rights, and told him that he'd give him back his music rights if he would date him. Like, Mom, that's just not. No, Mom, no.
But she feeds into Chance's delusions, and that's the problem. She feeds into his delusions, which exacerbates his behaviors. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Chance. Anyone who thinks that this is all over, some dude wanting Chance and Chance rejecting him, like, really needs to, like, sit down and just evaluate things. Like,
So Marty wants Chance so bad that he's gonna beat his fucking ass.
Right?
Yep.
In the yard of a what are those places called?
Airbnbs.
Yeah, the Airbnb.
Yeah.
And then let him get up from his little beating. Well, I shouldn't say, because Chance got on video right after that. I mean, like, he had blood and, like, I won. Sorry, but Marty was proceeding to the whole thing.
Yeah. Yep.
You were on the ground? A couple of times?
Yeah, he was mounted by a big Jewish guy and didn't know what the fuck to do. He was screaming for his life, literally.
Yep, he was.
And that was another thing. Like, I brought up over there, like, the fact that he abuses them, and then he screams for them to help him.
Yep.
And in front of the cops, they stand their ground, but then when the cops are gone, they go and rescue his ass.
I made that point in a post a little while ago, because the video where Chance was, screaming at people, and I'm like, Chance, one, you don't step outside when people come to your house. You hide behind your grandma and Ed. And then, two, the only people you're willing to get tough with are your grandma and Ed, the same two people that fucking protect you when anyone shows up. Like, exactly.
He constantly bites the hand that feeds him. That hand must like getting bitten.
Yeah. Someone made a point to me once that, like, when the internet was first cut off and shit, when Sally cut off the internet, when she first turned it back on and, like, things were picking back up again, like, someone said to me, they're like, basically Sally's just all is right. Like, I don't know, in some way, I think she's just kind of
enabling him,
some excitement to her life. In some ways, not Chance screaming at her and shit, but just the constant games and playing with people and shit. Maybe it's just, who knows? Who knows?
Now, my mom didn't turn the internet back on for like 6 months.
Really?
She was getting that internet from other people.
Yeah, someone had paid for a Spectrum Wi-Fi package where you could log in on the go, and they gave Chance the password and shit. So yeah, he was able to get in, which shows
is annoying.
That's when the house was like. That's when they were sending people to the house like fucking constantly and shit. And I don't know. Yeah, he was still making choices. That's when me and you first started talking. I was trying to figure out like what the fuck was even going on when I first came around. So yeah.
Yep.
I'm a bunch of crazy people. That's all I mean. Fucking crazy people.
Yeah.
I'm done making excuses. I'm done. Well, I never made excuses, but I'm done trying to understand it.
Yeah, I mean, you went by earlier. You tried. So, I mean, that's all you could really do. And you didn't even have to do that, but you did. So,
People don't like Chance because he's a
that's all you
freaking
could really do.
douche.
Well, what else was I supposed to do? I hear this. I'm hearing hitting. I'm hearing my mom start crying. It's not even 2 minutes into the fucking video. Fuck that shit. Turn that shit off and go see if my mom's okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, obviously, yeah.
Obviously.
I ain't got time to watch this whole goddamn
Everyone
video
would
if
do
someone's
that.
abusing the fuck out of my mom. No.
Yeah.
And then get over there and be told, how much you involved?
I fell.
I broke
Oh.
my toe by dropping something on it.
Yeah, I dropped something on it. That's so
My
bullshit.
back hurts because, well, yeah, my back just hurts.
That is so much bullshit, I feel the fact that Sally does that type of shit, that has to do that type of shit,
It hurts so bad that you like barely any kind of pressure or touch on it.
it's so sad.
No, that's fresh injury. That is definitely fresh injury.
Yep.
Well, you went to hug her, right? And you couldn't hug her?
Yeah, she's like, don't touch my lower back. And I went to like try to rub out the muscles.
He's gonna kill her.
She's like, she started jerking away from it, and yeah.
He's gonna kill her. He will.
Yeah.
Chance is going to be in prison.
Look, I have fibromyalgia. You can barely touch me without some form of pain for me.
Yeah.
So I know gentle touch because I have to deal with gentle. That's that's me. I have to have gentle touch. I can't. Yeah. Don't touch me. So
I mean,
extreme gentle touch.
Imagine
Trying to rub her lower back for her.
living with somebody that you can't even be around them. You can't even tell them to turn down your music because you're being too loud, and that you really want to sleep because you're exhausted. And their reaction to it is to beat you up. Get so fly off the handle so much that they actually attack you. Like that's the type of person that Chance is, and that's what they're dealing with. And imagine being like the son or daughter and just seeing that their grandson acting like a freaking animal. I mean, the man acts like an ape, he just goes crazy and he's just flipping out. And like owning a chimpanzee, there's sometimes you just have to let it go. You can't own a chimpanzee. I'm just saying. You can't, because eventually it's going to tear your face off.
And yeah, that was a lot of pain for her.
And Cyraxx has about the same mentality of it too. So
that's why I went straight from my mom's house to the police department.
The only problem with Cyraxx is he's not as dumb. He does have some clever tricks, and he's a manipulator. And that's something that everyone has to remember. He's not as dumb as we think he is. He constantly points that out, and he's absolutely right. So don't think that he's dumb when he's doing all this stuff. When he knows what he's doing as far as being a pedophile and stuff like that. PDF, he knows what he's doing, and he understands what he's doing is wrong. You don't get to say, "Oh, I don't understand. I didn't get it. I didn't understand." No, he does. He understands it. And so don't cut him slack because, Cyraxx. No, he's not special. He's not special needs. The guy is intelligent enough to know the difference between good and evil.
I can do for mom, and fucking front doors are locked. What the hell? The police department doesn't work on a Saturday?
Yeah. Maybe it's just
Terrible.
municipal shit, because sometimes the local PD, they have municipal, you can handle municipal shit in there, so they work on a skeleton crew on the weekend.
Our police going downtown is where our local police, that's where our police are at.
Yep.
Our courthouse and our police department are side by side. You can go through the hallway in the basement from the police department to the courthouse.
It's
I wonder if they had operating hours posted at all.
I can understand the courthouse ain't open, but
Right.
why wouldn't there be some, in downstairs of the police station, like when you first come in, and then there's the the dispatch desk? Why wouldn't there be something like, yeah?
Yeah.
You would think that, there would be detectives in the building?
Well, it's just because it's the weekend. It's the weekend. I think on the weekend, obviously, they go down on a skeleton crew, and yeah, probably
But,
just...
why? There's still homicides on the weekend. There's this, that, and the other on the weekend.
Right, but I'm saying they still have probably dispatch and shit. Like, they dispatch their officers out, but they don't just, like, kind of walk in to file police reports and shit. They probably have that closed off. So, yeah, you probably have to just call 911.
That does not make sense to my brain.
Yeah, I know.
I should have known, though, when I went into the parking deck, and it was, like, empty.
Well, yeah.
But the thing was empty.
Yeah.
terrible.
When the one parking lot is empty and the cruiser lot, for the cruisers in the cruiser lot, you really know there's something going on there. Should have paid attention to that.
Yeah, and by Monday you really won't be able to do shit, so, yeah.
But how about the cop that pulled up in front of the station, and I was waving him down and had to chase after him, and I was yelling, "Hey! Hey!" And he just, "Push you."
Yeah, you just had no luck today, shit.
It's terrible.
I was not meant to talk to the police. That's for daggone sure. And then when I called the lady, I called the police department.
And they don't care.
And the lady, I'm telling the lady, it's an elderly woman. And she's like, "You can't do anything unless they press charges. You can't do anything unless they press charges."
Yeah, because they can't. Because ultimately when it goes to court, when it comes to prosecution, and probably he would end up taking a trial or whatever, I imagine. I mean, take the trial, and the thing is, it's on the state beyond a reasonable doubt, to prove things. And if someone's not there to give testimony and say what happened to them, they have no case. So it's why, even in their eyes, why waste the time and resources?
Hold on. In cases of domestic violence, and I know
Right.
this for a fact because it happened for me. In cases of domestic violence, if you have photo proof that the violence had happened I don't care what the victim says, okay? Because I said I was playing flag football, and my face went sliding into a boulder. I lied my little happy ass off because I was afraid what was going to happen to me if I didn't. Okay? My son's dad was pretty fucking violent.
Yeah.
But the police and my social worker was smart enough to know that's not what happened. And so they took it out of my hands. So it was no longer me pressing charges. The city and the state pressed charges.
Yep, they do.
But all they have is audio. They're gonna need pictures and shit, and someone would have to come forward and at least say, "Okay, this is what happened, and here's photographic evidence."
Get Ed to do it. Get Ed to do it.
That's what I don't understand. Akron PD being so fucking lazy, because they don't never. You notice they never pull my mom aside out of the situation. They never take Ed out of the situation. away from Chance. They never divide the three of them, ever.
Well, the one time they did is when Ed said that Chance had threatened to kick him down the stairs. They actually did get something out of him that one time, but it's because they were able to separate them.
Yep.
But that's what I'm saying. Every single time there's a DV situation in that house, they should go in.
It'll be interesting to see the actual police footage. They said there's three.
Boy Who Cried Wolf, because they've been there so many times over jokes that the one time it's going to be serious, they're just going to come there and be like, okay, yeah, this is another fucking prank call.
Yep.
That's another thing that the trolls fucked up.
But it wasn't, okay, just so you're aware, it wasn't the trolls because internal calls from their house to the police station, not random people calling, the last couple of years. This is, when they first had put the system into place, calls from that house. Over 112 calls. And that's a year and something ago that we heard that. So, since then there's been more calls from them.
Yep.
So, it's not all people, and 9 times out of 10 when they do it, it's after some shit like this happens, where something happens, it's more of a, like, oh shit kind of thing. Like Chance is going crazy, or he's pulling his pecker out. They're not just calling for the fuck of it.
Yep.
But yeah, over 112 calls. And that's why, over time, it's like they're probably just desensitized to going there.
I think those might have been the calls where Jesus Christ, Chance was calling the police department over internet bullies, and there's nothing the cops can do about something that happens over the internet.
Right.
Well,
it's not their
there's
jobs,
some, but yes.
Their jobs is to, deal with crimes. Yeah, crimes. Like, not you putting yourself on the internet and getting made fun of because you look hideous.
Yeah.
That's not their job.
It's not even why people make fun of Chance. Like, I have no problem.
It wasn't like that at first. It was like they were just making fun of him.
I think it's important to, because he brings it up. I know there's a lot of trolls that don't like Chance just because of the way he looks. Me, I have no problem with Chance's looks. He might be a little bit of a weird looking guy, and yeah. But the reason why I have a problem with Chance is his personality and what he does to kids. If Chance wasn't going after kids, you would not see me commenting on him or even talking about him. I don't really care about, some asshole online. Every now and then I might, talk about, like, for instance, Johnny Somali. That's another punk I don't like. It's because I don't like it when people bully other people, or Andrew Ditch. He's another one that I don't like. Or Boogie, because once again, he takes advantage of people. It's like people that are shit people that I tend to respond to when I see the videos. Otherwise, it wouldn't be important to make these videos or videos like this. I only really focus on them when I do make videos. And then I focus on political stuff that I care about, things that are happening in my area, things that actually affect me in my area. That's what I care to cover. Like random junk and stuff like that. It's like, whatever, man. You like your thing, whatever. Like, for instance, I don't really cover, I can't think of anyone off the top of my head that would, King Cobra. I don't cover King Cobra. JFS. Because, he's a cool dude, granted, he, gets drunk and stuff like that. And he acts idiotic. He makes a fool of himself sometimes. But as far as him being, a terrible guy that's, raping women or stuff like that or something, I don't really care about that type of stuff. He's not doing, he's not going after kids. Matter of fact, he hates pedophiles more than I think I do. But same thing. I don't make fun of furries and stuff like that. I make fun of furries in general as a key item, but I know of furries and stuff like that, and I don't really comment on them or make any videos about a furries, you know, because it's like whatever, they're enjoying their life. You know, same thing with trans people. I don't make fun of trans people, or like in general I do, because they're nosy and get in my way. But as far as like actual trans person, I don't give a shit. You know, you be trans if you want to. Just don't mess with kids. You know, that's like my whole thing. It's like, don't mess with the kids. The kids deserve to have a good life, you know? So yeah, I don't know. It's a weird world, man. I'll keep going with this, but it's almost over.
At first, and then he would.
I'll continue for the next 23 minutes of it, but yeah. In the very beginning, we got what we needed from it, but still, I'll finish it up.
Do that shit, and then it draws attention over time, and then he starts doing more wilder and wilder shit, which drew more attention. And
you know what I found out. Okay, so in the very beginning, people were picking on him because he really couldn't sing.
Yeah.
The fact that he was stealing different parts of different songs and putting them together and claiming them as his own.
Yeah.
Claiming someone else's book writing was his.
Yep.
Claiming someone else's art was his.
Yep.
Doing tracing art and claiming that he freehanded it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's where that stuff came about. Now, him pulling his wiener out for the first time in a live chat and stuff, he figured that would get the live shut down immediately.
Yeah.
And that got him attention as the live wiener boy. And because it got him attention, he figured he was going to keep doing it. Then the pedophilia shit started.
Yeah, and that's when it really got bad.
I don't know why he decided after he whipped his willy out on the internet that he started to do pedophilia bullshit.
All for clout chasing. This was his plan. Was the clout chase of being a freaking pedophile.
And that got put on top of his fake music, fake writing, fake art bullshit.
Yeah.
On his fake baseball career and his fake drummer career and.
Oh, and then there was saying that he was raped in school, and he's actually the one who did it. And then they found the fucking kid, and then he told his story, and it didn't fare very well for Chance. So yeah, there was that too.
It's 23 at the time or something like that.
It's not just one thing that draws people to him. It's a lot of shit. So it's not like it's unwarranted.
Blind kid.
It's everything rolled
Blind
up
Billy.
Because it's the OG trolls, from the start of his fake music and his fake book and his fake art.
Yep.
They all came together and, well, hey, I'm trolling because of this. What do you? Oh, you're trolling. Okay, well, now we'll just crumb it all into one situation.
He made a coalition of trolls.
The people who started finding out that he was grooming. And,
it's legit what happened. He made a coalition of trolls.
Said, hey, look, he's doing this too.
Hilarious.
So then you've got those people added into the OG people. And now you just keep getting more and more people piled in there.
Just compiled.
Because they're tired of it.
They're
trying to get it to stop, but they're actually keeping it going.
No, they're just haters.
Some of them find it funny.
No, they don't like his...
It's not funny.
No, it's his crooked face.
It's gross.
They just don't like his crooked face.
You're not helping him. You're not helping my mom.
Well, I don't want to help him.
Yeah, but seeing him almost pop a vein when he's yelling is kind of fucking funny. Just seeing him get so worked up over the dumbest shit, it's just entertainment. I don't know. It's like I said, it's like you can't look away. It's just one of those things.
The train crash.
Okay, but so he gets to the point he's popping a fucking vein, then he whips his dick out. That part's funny? No, that part's disgusting. It's gross.
Yeah, it is, but it's also fucking, I don't know, it's a grown-ass fucking man, I don't know. It's just wild. I don't know. It's fucking weird, but at the same time,
he is.
So
He's weird.
It's so bad you can't look away. It's so bad I won't even look at it.
It is so bad you can't look away. Because it is. It's like watching a train wreck in slow motion. He's literally he's a bigger locale than Christian.
Whether or not it's intended, there are people who are younger who end up stumbling across this fucking idiot, right? and then they end up tuning into shit, and then he does this shit, and it's like, come on. And then there's genuinely people out there who don't want to see someone's dick. You know, it's not appealing to them at all. It's not, especially some fucking guy who looks like him.
On his one Facebook, he has over 1,000 fucking friends. Like, how are you people his friends? Like, how?
Well, he has so many profiles. It's insane. He's got tons of sock puppets. So he's got all these random profiles with random people. Like, he just went back to an old Facebook profile that he had from years ago. He got the login information somehow, and logged back into it and was doing lives on it, and they got to take it down. And yeah, he's got so many accounts. It's just, and then you got to think, for someone that has nothing going for them in life, he could probably just sit there and just add people all day. He has nothing to do. He has no job, no fucking goals, no aspirations, no, you know. So it's just all he fucking does. He
used to learn how to write.
He lurked in corners of the internet, right? Okay, he was stealing
Check
people's
out my
music and
channel.
shit.
For writing tips.
At first, he was stealing people's dubstep and shit, and he went under some DJ name and shit, you know. And it probably did garner him a little attention, you know, because people, you know, most people don't. This is before looking shit up on Shazam, and you know, like.
Okay, look, at first his music was keyboard music.
But he was stealing shit too. I could send you profiles. He was stealing shit.
I will vouch for his keyboard shit, because I was over there one day and he was like, "Here, let me kick out a tune for you," and he would just sit there like savant, like just start on the keyboard, and it was coming out, and I'm like, what the fuck? But then he started stealing the backup tracks where you can put them into the keyboard and just push one button, and it plays the I don't know, the bass or guitar or
so wait, we're getting a whole new
as background.
Yeah.
And then play the keys
perspective.
On the keyboard. We started doing that, and I'm like, Chance, you can't do that. That's their music. He's like, well, it's out there. We can use it. We can download it.
Yeah.
Try to explain to him that's piracy and you can't do it. He wouldn't listen. He really would not listen.
Like I came across.
Of course, because that's the only way he can do something.
I'll like look up old shit of his to just see, and I came across a Reverb Nation profile of his, and it's just all other people's music. Like you could Shazam it and goes straight to YouTube videos or Spotify's and shit. So he was stealing music early on. Yeah.
The one that pisses me off the most. The one that pisses me off the most is the David Stone King music, his band's music.
Yeah.
And Chance claiming that he had some form of production rights to that band's music.
No, really?
Believe me, by now everyone knows he was never in a band. We all know. Everyone knows. He was the drummer in that music. That pisses me off so bad because David Stone King died his senior year of high school. Yeah.
And they did a memorial song for David, and Chance claimed it. But what the fuck? And he was earning money from that song, and that pissed me off. And I went to my daughter, and I told my daughter, who dated David Stone King in high school, I said, you need to tell the people that, you know, your friends that are still in the band to have that stopped because he's making money off of it.
No way.
And he made like $5 or something before they shut it down.
Okay.
To where he could not claim anything from that
$5 is really much.
And I forget what site that he was using. It's on one of his old Facebooks. Unless they made him pull it off.
Well, somehow, I don't know how, but his Cyraxx profile on Reverb Nation is the #1 artist in Akron. So, yeah.
How?
That needs to be taken down. No one uses Reverb Nation anymore. It's a dead platform. So it's like being a huge fish in a fucking puddle outside your house.
Pond?
You know, yeah.
Yeah, big fish, small pond.
So, I mean, it's kind of, he's a winner by default, I guess. But yeah,
That's annoying.
That's just
And shit like that inflates his ego and fucking...
Yep, it does inflate his ego.
Like I was telling you earlier, the idiots who buy him shit. Motherfucker just bought him an Xbox 360 and, you know, people are giving him fucking money and shit. And they try to get close to him and, you know, thinking that some way it's going to benefit them and they're going to gain a relationship with Chance.
What
and all
the fuck is the Xbox 360 going to do? That's so out of date, it's not even funny.
Yeah, but Chance has no games right now, so he really wants to game. And then Chance will do it because he likes to do retro gaming videos and shit. So for him, you know, that would be perfect. So for someone, it's the way to open the door. And as soon as he got the fucking Xbox, he doesn't even talk to the fucking idiot no more. So I don't know.
Good on Chance, not talking to the guy you got an Xbox
shit like
from.
dumbasses, and I don't know. It's a battle trying to curtail that shit, but it's what it is.
But do you ever see how many keyboards he's got laying in there?
Yeah, he has like
in
50.
his room?
No.
Because he throws them or slams them on the floor and then has a hissy fit because it doesn't work anymore. So then Mom gets him a new one. He's got like 3-4 keyboards.
Yeah, there's a ton of them laying around his room.
I wonder who paid to fix his motherboard, because he fried his BIOS. He bricked his computer, his PC, a couple months ago, and it's, I don't know, like you said, if it's back up and running or not, I don't know, but...
Yeah, the screen was up in that video. His phone or whatever camera, the laptop camera, the desktop, whatever the camera was, pointing right at his desktop.
It's sad too because they paid more than what it would actually cost to buy a new part for it.
Yeah, I don't know. It looked like from my point of view, it looked like he was streaming from a phone because the way he was grabbing the thing, it looked like he was grabbing a phone, and you could hear it like tinkering at the end when he was moving it. You could hear it like rustling. I think he's actually.
Yeah, but if you have those external cameras that he has a couple of those.
Yeah.
The external desktop cameras, the old ones.
Oh, we know.
Yeah.
And all his music, his music shit, like his microphone and the round thing that goes in front of the microphone and his headset and all that, he got that one year for Christmas, so that they wouldn't have to hear that music playing in the house, but then you hear him screaming.
Yep. You just hear him scream.
So I mean, it didn't do any good to get him the headphones so that you didn't have to hear his shit.
Yeah, because this has been going on for years. Because there's videos from like 2020, 21, 22, same shit. Her coming upstairs, begging him to stop, him screaming, getting yelled at. I mean, this has been a cycle for years, so yeah.
Stop it, you're embarrassing me. Stop it. Stop embarrassing me.
Ed and Mom listen to country music. They don't want to hear that screaming shit.
Well, they're also trying to sleep. When he does this shit, it's not like, you know what I mean? He could be courteous and do it during the daytime. Even then, it's like, fuck, I think they want to hear that shit, but during the daytime, I guess it's a little more acceptable because, you know, noise hours or whatever, but, I mean, they're older, they want to go to bed early, and then he's doing this shit late at night, which is like, yeah, you gotta be kidding me.
I start slipping the boys some melatonin. Put a sleeping pill in his food or some shit. Knock him out.
She gave him a THC gummy once, or a THC thing once, a edible or something, and slipped him one, and he fucking bugged up. So, I don't know. He's a bitch. He can't handle anything. So, I don't know. It seems like nothing will calm him down. Like, nothing can...
That's what I said. Slip a sleeping pill. Knock him out. Shit. Something.
They won't even take him to get medications or anything, so...
No, he refuses to go.
Yeah.
And if you get him into the doctor's office, he refuses the doctor's... Yeah. So she's just to the point now where... What's the point of even forcing him to the doctor's office?
Oh boy.
Bless you. I don't know. They have to force him to fucking shower too. So anything that seems like anything that's like self it's like with hygiene or just well-being overall. Just he doesn't care. It doesn't relate to his online activities, so I don't think it's something that's on his radar.
He's always been like that. He's never liked baths or showers. Ever. Ever. Ever.
Well, not until your mom was giving them to him. Then he didn't mind them.
No, he didn't like them either. Because when we went to the family reunion, when Chance was just a little shit, and Mom would say it would be bath time, and he'd start screaming and hollering, and then the whole time in the bath, he'd be screaming and hollering.
What are you screaming about? Wait, what?
I don't know.
I can't wash.
I mean,
Come here and wash me.
I don't know
Ah!
what his issue is.
Like what?
You know, was still shitting his britches.
Oh no.
I mean, he had that problem when he was little, incontinence or something.
Yeah.
And he'd just take his undies and, you know, put the poo in the toilet and put the undies in a bucket with some bleach and water, and until it was time to, you know, put them in the washing machine.
It's disgusting.
So I don't know if it's that's a, you know, that's still happens, or if it goes away after a while, or, but just, I mean, just the thought, you're sitting there, a grown-ass 35-year-old man with shit in your britches, and you don't care to go wash it off.
So weird.
Oh, shit.
Disgusting.
I just thought about that video because he did it again a couple months ago. He just did it again.
He did.
What, shit his pants?
Yeah, it's live on stream.
Oh, where was it?
Oh, God.
He was,
Oh,
he was in the middle of
It's
performing.
getting
He thought he
everywhere.
hit the mute button, and then he threw his headphones down, and his fucking headphones hit the unmute button, so you could hear him running out the room, and then you just hear him yell, "Oh God!" And then he starts telling your mom, he's like, "Yeah, I got diarrhea. It's all over the place." Yeah, again. Yeah, it happened again.
Yeah, it
And
did.
he expects her to, like,
It sucks because once again, I don't want to know that.
And this happened
Cyraxx
on
was
his
caught.
stream. This happened on his stream. Like, he was sitting there, like, you know, doing his little screaming and, you know, singing and shit. And that's when it happened.
Yeah.
So in front of everyone saw and heard it.
Which sucks,
Wild
you know,
times.
having to go through that. But at the same
that
time,
shit, I
no.
bust up laughing. I'm sorry. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
awesome.
It is.
You,
It's
you
it's
know,
funny.
you know when you're gonna have about it. I mean, I have Crohn's. I know when I'm about ready to have a splurge and I've got to run to the bathroom.
Jan said, he's like, well, I was sick. I was really sick. So he probably had a case of the bubble guts. He probably stepped out thinking he was going to fart. It wasn't a fart. He probably just shit all over himself.
Well, once again, that happens.
No,
to
because
people.
with diarrhea you get those stomach cramps. That ain't
That's
a fart.
true.
You get them stomach cramps.
But he was performing for his fans. You know what I mean? That's a lot of stress. That's, you know what I mean? That's taxing on a rock star. You know what I mean? Rock stars got to perform, and you know what I mean? He's a man, you know, under stress while performing, and yeah.
Gross.
Don't you know how
Gross.
like big rock stars do it? Shit, Mick Jagger and all them, they all fucking shit their pants too.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
Crazy.
disgusting. All right.
Crazy.
Almost
yeah, it happened
over.
here recently, so
Almost over. This is so ridiculous.
jeez.
I
This
swear to
entire
God, I got
stream.
These undergarment things from when I broke my leg. I'm gonna take them over to my mom and be like, "Here, he needs these." He's
No.
shitting himself on
No.
camera, Mom.
No.
Yeah.
Don't talk about that. Gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
He does it on in the when he's doing it, because I imagine if he's done it on camera, he's done it fucking off camera. But I don't know, he does it on camera all the time. Like, what the fuck? Like, how do you not? Yeah, I don't know.
And not know you're shitting yourself. So you done shit yourself.
On camera. Yeah.
And then try to blame it on the storms outside.
The storm outside made him shit himself?
He said, you could hear it. It was like, bonk. He looked at the camera. He's like, oh shit, guys, I gotta go. It's storming out. Love you guys. Peace. It just,
that's so
the
weird.
look on his face, there's like this 2 seconds where he's looking at the camera and he looks down like, oh fuck. It's just chef's kiss. Yeah, that's what happens when you put your whole life online, I guess. I don't know. Like,
weird.
Yeah. Nothing to really do, so, yeah. I don't know, I just thought maybe last ditch effort, but I don't know. You're right, they'll show up and more shit happen, so kind of just shooting shit in the wind, I guess.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say it, but there's nothing we can actually do that she's gonna accept the help.
Yep.
And it's just gonna be a waste, so.
Facts.
Until she calls me on my phone and says, I want help, I'm not gonna push him anymore. I'm not gonna go running every time someone tells me that she's been hurt. Because when I do, then it's the same thing. I'm fine. I don't want you involved. Okay, well, I'm not going to be involved anymore.
So sad.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
I love you, but okay, you said don't get involved. I won't get involved. And then I when I left, I said, out of there.
That's the unfortunate part.
Call me if you get hurt.
Well, let's hope it don't come to that. But yeah.
All right. So that was the stream. That was the whole thing. It's interesting to hear from family members of Cyraxx the perspective that they have on the whole situation. If anyone's gonna know, it's gonna be the daughter of Sally, and clearly she will not do anything. She won't let the cops do anything. She won't say, I want to press charges. Probably keeping Ed from saying, I want to press charges. So it continues, I guess. However, I don't agree with her as far as keep the pressure campaign down. Keep the pressure campaign up, I think, against him. He cannot be allowed to speak to children. And unfortunately, with all of his sites and stuff like that, he clearly does talk to children often. And until he's removed from the internet, I applaud you people that troll him constantly. N-word boy, William Glory Hole, Music Biz Marty, rest in peace. Styled Moth, CJ. I can't think of any more, but there's a ton of people that do. Just keep doing it, guys, because it is a big help that he's being exposed and laughed at constantly. Now, I know nothing will change on his end, but hopefully the Akron PD will eventually do something, because he's dangerous. And as long as he lives, he's going to be dangerous. So he needs to be kept in a padded cell, safe, away from kids. Yeah. So that is the stream for tonight, guys. I am getting off. Tomorrow is my birthday, so I don't know if there's going to be a birthday stream or not. But I am excited for tomorrow. Yeah. 37. I'm not afraid to tell you guys what my age is. So I will be much wiser. I'm going to have Chinese food tomorrow. So I'll catch you guys later. See ya.